From my experience, I feel like God's blessings comes after tests. So we go through different things in life where we just live in life. Every day you're going to work, you're doing whatever you do, you're running your business, and then you come to a head of a situation where it's a battle between the godly version of you and the worldly version of you, and you have to pick a side. Now, if you're following God and you're being obedient, that test shows up in order for you to be obedient. If you decide to follow the worldly version of you, most of the time, at first you feel pride, but what do they say in the Bible? Pride comes before the fall, right? So you feel pride, and in the midst of that, anything can happen. You could be unalived, you could lose a business, you could lose your job. You know what I'm saying? In a moment, we feel like, yeah, I got my lick back, or I did X, Y, and Z, and now, everything feels good in the moment because our ego was satisfied. You feel what I'm saying? But when God's blessings come, that's when you decide not to follow that version of you, the worldly version of you, and you decide to be obedient. And you got to put your pride to the side. You got to put your ego to the side. And in that moment on the worldly realm, certain people might look at you like, you going to let so-and-so get away with that? You know what I'm saying? The devil going to be barking at you from so many different angles. Your ego going to be barking at you, which is, and you're going to be like, wow, I had multiple instances where I had to let go of the worldly version of myself. I had to let go of the neighborhood Philadelphia version of myself. I had to let go of a lot of the ways I was conditioned to follow God. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, I'm going to share this right here, right? How great is the goodness you have stored up for those who fear you. You lavish in it those who come to you for your protection. Blessings them before the watching world. So it's interesting because I was just talking about like how certain people will look at you a certain way because they expect you to operate on the worldly realm. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of this, it says blessing before the watching world. So certain people are going to watch you in the midst of those, things. And when you don't follow the worldly way, when you don't, move in a certain way that's super egotistical, or when you just kind of let it go, let God deal with it. And over time, people going to think that so-and-so got over on you. But then time going to pass. And then people gonna be like, hold up, why did so-and-so getting this? And it don't have to be something materialistic. It could be just your vibration is raised. It could just be you're more positive. It could be the fact that now you got a promotion. Now, God brings something in your life. It could be something major. When my blessings came when I was in California, when I got that place to stay without no down payment, and in Idaho, that guy told me that you seem like a good guy and I'm going to allow you to stay here for a certain amount of time. And then most people don't do that. But since I was being obedient, since I was fasting, since I was, not following the worldly version of myself, the way I was moving, I had God within me. And I feel like certain individuals who also were good people and had God within them, they recognized that, and blessings came my way. It had nothing to do with a transaction. It had nothing to do with worldly realm stuff. I was just trying to be aligned as much as possible, and blessings came my way. In Idaho, got a place to stay with no down payment. In California, same thing as well after I was living on my car. And also here, where I'm staying now, not currently where I'm staying, but when I had an issue with the last place I was staying at, I was obedient. I literally looking at Bible scriptures, how to deal with X, Y, and Z. What was the blessing that I got from that? I got a call from my old landlord. It was like, do you want to be a property manager? Stuff like that. So blessings come while people watch. The worldly realm people, they're not all demonic, but the worldly realm people, they watch you and then they wonder like, how is this person getting blessed and they didn't follow how we normally do? We normally, try to get our own revenge. They perceive it to be you got effed over, but in reality, you got raised, you got promoted by God, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, blessings come when you move in a way that is completely foreign to the worldly realm or to the worldly people. God will give you peace, protection in the midst of experiencing his blessings. Ooh, that was a bar. You see, I try to make it rhyme. God will give you peace, protection in the midst of his blessings. It's crazy, but we live it, we walk it, we talk it, and yeah, we live it, we walk it, we talk it, yeah. It's your boy Josh Different. I'm different, you different, we different. I'm out.